What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebuzz Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, unified, WBA, WBO, IBF, Ring Magazine, WBC franchise, and WBC Super World Champion Superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. He addresses the latest comments as Bob Arum responded to Teofimo Lopez going to TRILLER app as TRILLER won the purse bid for the showdown for Teofimo Lopez and his IBF mandatory challenger, George Kambosos Jr., undefeated Australian superstar boxer. With that said, Bob Arum, he responded and he stated that uh, he hopes that, TRILLER has a good relationship with Teofimo Lopez, and hopefully Teofimo Lopez essentially gets bought out because he's still signed to Top Rank and ESPN for the next 3.5 years. So he's saying that hopefully they have a growing relationship. He impresses them and they're willing to buy him out of his contract from Top Rank. He also responded to Eddie Hearn actually putting in a bid. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom CEO and promoter, he didn't like the fact that Eddie Hearn put a bid in, and he had some choice words for Eddie Hearn as well. And then he stated that, Teofimo Lopez, we'll see how the chickens come home to roost, when you essentially start negotiating deals behind our back. So he says that from now on, Teofimo Lopez, if Teofimo Lopez does come to him and ask for the same amount of money that he's getting with Triller, Bob Arum and ESPN, they bid $2.3 million. Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, they bid $3.2 million. And Triller, they bid $6 million, which is going to see Teofimo Lopez, according to reports, get $3.2 million, and George Kambosos Jr. get over $2 million. So with that said, his bottom line number, if he was, after he defeated Vasyl Lomachenko, 3-division world champion, former 2-time Olympic gold medalist, after he defeated him, Bob Arum had to pay Teofimo Lopez $1.25 million. That was the lowest number he could receive defending his titles moving forward. So he, according to Teofimo Lopez, he petitioned Bob Arum and ESPN and Top Rank to get the $1.2 million he was seeking to fight George Kambosos Jr., and they were unwilling to pay that number. So with that said, the fight ended up going to a purse bid. Bob Arum says that he believes allegedly Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr., they were colluding to find a way to get the biggest amount of money possible, as they should, because this is called prize fighting. If Bob Arum's not willing to pay the low number of 1.25, Teofimo Lopez, who risks his life every time he steps through the ropes for entertainment values, he should seek out the highest bidder, because this is called prize fighting. So with that said, we know now that Triller, they won the bid, and Bob Arum was not happy. But Teofimo Lopez, he responded to the comments made by Bob Arum, and he essentially stated that he was hurt, by the comments that Bob Arum made. He said this is business at the end of the day. He addressed it to Bob Arum on via social media. He said this is business at the end of the day, and if you don't feel like I'm worth the amount of money that I feel like I'm worth, I know my worth, so I'm going to stand on my worth. And essentially, if you don't believe in that and you don't believe in me and my talents, then let me go elsewhere, and where somebody is going to value my talents. And he stated this did hurt my feelings, but it is what it is. I know my worth, and I'm never going to shortchange myself, as he should not. Teofimo Lopez is undefeated. Teofimo Lopez is only 23 years of age, and this was a good business move on the part of Teofimo Lopez, because he bet on himself and he won. Okay, and he should have, because this sport is very, very dangerous. This one punch can change everything for a fighter. And Teofimo Lopez, he felt like he could get more money elsewhere, and that's exactly what he did. So with that stated, obviously Bob Arum, he's not happy at all whatsoever with, You know, the fact that, you know, one of his top fighters under his promotional banner is heading elsewhere. And Bob Arum, you know, he's essentially, you know, saying that if the Triller wants to buy the rights to Teofimo Lopez, then so be it. And Teofimo Lopez, you know, he's not, you know, happy with the fact that this is the outcome. He said his business, you know, he was looking for the best possible situation that could give him, you know, the biggest number, and he did so. Bob Arum, I believe, didn't believe that Teofimo Lopez was going to get this number. I think that Bob Arum thought that Teofimo Lopez Bob Arum did an interview in Barbershop Conversations this past Sunday, in which Bob Arum, he stated that in this interview, he stated that it wouldn't be in the best interest of Eddie Hearn or anybody else to bid on this fight because Teofimo Lopez is essentially signed to us for 3 more years. So it's just a rent, okay? And he's got to come back to us. But Bob Arum, I don't believe thought that for a second that Triller was going to come in and put up this amount of money, a whopping $6 million for this fight. As Bob Arum, he so elegantly put it, he stated that this is not a huge fight. He stated that this is a lackluster fight. He said that George Kambosos Jr. is not a good fighter. And he truly wished that Teofimo Lopez would have chose a sizzling situation, a sizzling fight, like undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, or somebody of the caliber of Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Tank Davis. He says if it was one of those guys, that's sizzling and it's worth us picking up. But George Kambosos Jr. is just not a good fighter. He says, how many people believe that George Kambosos Jr. has the talent and the skill set to beat Teofimo Lopez? You know, so he says it's a mismatch, and it's just not worth the money that they're looking for, especially in today's climate. What they do, there'd be a pandemic and no fans allowed to attend in live sporting events. Well, now things are starting to ease up. Fans are allowed to attend sporting events in small percentages. So, you know, Bob Arum just didn't see the value in this fight, and he didn't believe that anybody else would see the value in this fight and pick it up. And he was completely wrong. He misjudged it. He was completely wrong. Now, one of the biggest fights under his promotional banner is going somewhere else to defend his titles for the first time. He beat Bob Arum's Golden Goose in Vasyl Lomachenko, 3-division champion, who was unified. Vasyl Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez via unanimous decision. And from that, Teofimo Lopez now holds all these belts. And for the first time in his career, he's going to defend all of his titles on a completely different platform. I will have to say that Top Rank and ESPN dropped the ball in this equation, because for the first defense of Teofimo Lopez's career, he should be doing it in his backyard on his terms. They should have found it in them to found at least $2 million to come up with. He was asking for his bottom line number of 1.25. They should have came up with $2 million, give George Kambosos Jr., a number that he would be satisfied with, and stage this fight. Now, we do understand that the IBF wasn't going to punish Teofimo Lopez or penalize him, should I say, for having a unification showdown with Devin Haney, which would have been a huge fight, and or somebody else. As the IBF, they stated that they would have given Teofimo Lopez an exemption. They would have pardoned him essentially and let him go in a different direction for one fight to defend it, and wasn't going to strip him of the belt. His manager uttered the same sentiments, and so did Bob Arum. So this was a situation where Bob Arum, it's a lack of trust. Bob Arum feels like Teofimo Lopez broke the trust. He says that Teofimo Lopez, colluding allegedly with George Kambosos Jr. to get the bigger number, broke the trust. If Bob Arum stated that, if Teofimo Lopez could have went in a different direction. This situation leads Bob Arum to believe that Teofimo Lopez, he had all intentions of fighting George Kambosos Jr. for the biggest amount of money possible. High reward, low risk. In the situation with Devin Haney, it's a same reward with a high risk, slightly bigger. He's going to get $3.25 million. Devin Haney was offering $4 million for Teofimo Lopez, but again, he would have had to leave and exit Top Rank. That fight would have took place on DAZN with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom. Now, I believe that Bob Arum, would have got a bigger, percentage in that situation, but because it's not a purse bid, it's not a mandatory, it would have been an even split. But Bob Arum now he's stating that, we got $800,000, in 5 minutes. So Bob Arum is not a happy camper. He says, I'm still going to get my percentage from Teofimo Lopez. And I believe this relationship could be a strain, and we could see Teofimo Lopez go in a different direction or look to buy himself out, as many fighters did with Top Rank. But it's going to take time. Mikey Garcia, it took almost 2 years for Mikey Garcia to get out of his contract with Top Rank. He lost 2 years of his career, his prime. Is Teofimo Lopez willing to do so? That's a huge sacrifice. So we got to see how this unfolds and plays out. But Teofimo Lopez says that, his feelings is hurt. This fight with him and George Kambosos Jr. essentially could be going to Triller as the co-main event to Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield 3, the trilogy. So that's a huge step in the right direction for Teofimo Lopez and his brand. But let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.